Repair your credit with these great tips by howtogrowcredit.com. It can be very stressful to deal with having to manage all the problems with a poor credit score. It is much more stressful when you're reminded of bad decisions you have to deal with poor past decisions. Watch this video for some tips that can help. For some, it may be hard to finance their home due to having less than ideal credit. Try to secure an FHA loan. These are federal government guaranteed. Even if an individual does not have money for the down payment to purchase real estate or pay closing costs, FHA loans may still work. Financing a home can be made more difficult if you have bad credit. FHA loans might be a good option to consider in these circumstances because the federal government guarantees them. FHA loans are also great when someone lacks the money to make a down payment or closing costs. Try to get a secured credit card if you are not eligible for an unsecured card. This will help you fix your credit. You will most likely be approved for this type of card, but you will have to add money to the card before you can use it, so the bank will know that you can pay for all of your purchases. Using this new credit card in a responsible manner will help to build back up your good credit rating. The first thing you should do when trying to improve your credit repair is to build a commitment to adhere to it. You must make a commitment to making real changes in the way you spend money. Only buy what is absolutely necessary. You can easily get a mortgage if you have a high credit score. Making regular mortgage payments will also help your credit score. Having a major asset like a house also looks good to potential creditors. If the need arrives to obtain a loan for any reason, this will be a valuable asset for you. If your credit card is carrying more than half of its credit limit, it should be your #1 priority to pay it off until the balance is under 50%. Try an installment account to get a better credit score and make some money. With an installment account, there is a monthly minimum you need to keep, so only open an affordable account. By successfully handling the installment account, you will help to improve your credit rating. Opening up an installment account is one way to improve your credit score and make it easier for you to live. You will improve your score by properly managing these accounts. Work with the companies to whom you owe money to get your debt back under control. This will keep you from increasing the amount of debt that you have. Credit card agents may have the authority to eliminate monthly charges, extend your due date, or change your billing cycle. Credit report. Before using a credit counselor, it's important to research them completely. There are some legit counselors, and there are some that have ulterior motives. Some are simply fraudulent and are out to get your money. Smart consumers make sure that a credit counselor is legit before starting to exchange any money or sensitive information. If a company promises that they can remove all negative marks from a credit report, even those properly reported, negative entries that are otherwise accurate will stay on your credit report for up to 7 years. Do not try something that you do not know is legal or illegal. There are many different places that claim they can help you get a new credit profile. You will be prosecuted. It is against the law. The end result of getting caught during the crime could be expensive legal fees and a possibility of time behind bars. Make sure you thoroughly research any credit improvement agency or counselor before you consider using it. Many counselors are honest and helpful, but some are outright scams. Some credit services are not legitimate. Before agreeing on settling a debt, find out how if the process will raise or lower your credit score. Some settlement agreements can actually be bad for your credit score, so be wary and do your homework. Most of the time they want their money and don't care about your credit score. Do not get mixed up in illegal activities. The web is full of scams that show you how you can craft a brand new credit file. Do not attempt this. You will not be able to avoid getting caught. You may end up owing a great deal of money or even facing jail if you are not careful. Joining a credit union can give you opportunities to increase your credit score. Local credit unions might have different credit products than national banks because they can focus on local market conditions. Dispute every error you identify on any of your credit reports. Take the necessary steps to fix any mistakes that you see on your credit reports by filing an official dispute. You should contact the credit bureaus both online and by certified letter. Be sure to include proof of your claims. Mail the materials and ask the Postal Service for proof of delivery in order to build a record to show that the agency did indeed get the letter. Take a look that your credit card bill is correct. If there are late fees you don't deserve, you have to make sure that you take care of them immediately with the company so that they don't send that information to the credit bureaus. Do not use credit cards to pay for things that you simply cannot afford. If you've been living outside your means, then get ready for a reality check. For a while, the easy availability of credit encouraged people to buy more than they could afford. We now must pay for that. Take a deep look at your finances, and determine what you can realistically afford to spend. Take the time to ensure each month's credit card bill is correct. Contact the credit card company right away if there are incorrect fees, so that they won't be on your credit report. Take the time to carefully go over all your monthly credit card statement. You are responsible for each item on your credit card statements. Many times you and your creditor can work together to come up with a prepayment plan. If so, be sure you get a written agreement stating the terms. This way you have documentation of the agreement in case the creditor decides to change their mind or ownership of the company changes. When you pay it off, send a written copy of proof of payment to all 3 credit reporting agencies. Lowering the balances on revolving accounts can improve your credit score. You can raise your score by just keeping your balances. Pay off any balances as soon as you can. Always pay off the card with the highest interest rate first and then work your way down. Doing so shows your lenders that you are responsible. Make sure the credit improvement agency you choose to work with is legitimate. There are a number of shady operators in the credit score repair agencies that can cost you money and do nothing for you. There are numerous people that have been the victims of credit improvement scams. Doing this will ensure that you keep a solid credit score. Every late credit card payment can damage your credit score. The statement will do is draw more attention to negative reports on your credit history. Debt collection agencies can be the most stressful part of a bad credit crisis. The consumer can use cease and desist orders, but these only stop harassment. Although these letters make collection agencies cease contacting people, they are still expected to pay their debts. Make a definite plan to pay off past due and collection accounts. You may get into the situation that you have multiple debts and you just don't have enough money to pay them all. Spread your money among your creditors so that they each get a part of what funds are available. Paying each creditor something, even less than the minimum payment due, can usually appease your creditors enough that they will not turn your accounts over to collection agencies. If you're having problems budgeting your money or paying your debts, get in touch with a legitimate credit counselor. These organizations can help you build a repayment plan that works for your financial situation. Credit counseling helps you understand how to best manage your salary and meet your bills. Research consolidation options that may help you rebuild your credit record. Consolidating all of your debts could make paying them off easier and give you a way to get your credit repaired sooner. Consolidating your debts into one account can help you because you will only have one payment to deal with each month. Find out more about consolidation and how it could be applied to your situation. The first step to maintaining or improving your credit score revolves around paying your bills in a timely manner. Setting up payment reminders is a great way to help you make the payments. There are many different ways to set up a reminder. Make sure you check over your credit report very carefully for any discrepancies. Mistakes made on credit reports are not that uncommon. Errors can be fixed by disputing it with the credit reporting agency. This takes time, but if a mistake has been made, it will be taken off your report. Credit report. Always make payments on time to help increase your credit score and clear up your debt history. Send in payment even if you can only afford the minimum. Even if you only miss one payment, it will hurt your credit. Make a thorough inspection of your credit report very carefully for any possible errors. There could be issues on your credit report that were made in the report. If you notice mistakes, file a credit dispute and the offending mark will get removed after a while. Always have both a checking and a savings account active to improve your credit. Active accounts indicate a steady income and bill payment to creditors. Keeping these accounts well managed shows lenders that you are responsible, and it looks good on your credit report, too. Debt consolidation may be an effective way to better your bad credit. If you roll your debts into a single payment, you might find it easier to keep track of payments and budget accordingly. It will also be easier to pay bills on time and to repair your credit. Look for missed payments or other unsettled debts on your credit report. Once you have checked for mistakes, you can set about to fix the damage. Debt with high interest needs to be paid off first while paying the minimum for all of the other accounts. Paying on time is key to a good credit score. Even if it's just the minimum, it is vital that you make a regular payment. One little forgotten payment can mean the difference between good and bad credit. Make sure you pay all your bills on time. Agencies that specialize in helping people with credit issues can be a major assistance. Keeping your bank accounts in good standing is a signal of responsibility and makes lenders more comfortable lending to you. You should keep the balances on your credit cards low to help you fix your credit. If you use the majority of the credit offered to you by credit card companies, it will reflect on your credit report that you are maxed out. Keep your balance as low as possible. The quickest way to improving your credit is to get all outstanding debt paid off. It is great advice when looking to repair credit to take out a fresh line of credit and quickly pay it off. A new, positive credit account can help you to rewrite your credit report. The key to repairing your credit is getting your debts and pay bills up to date in terms of payment. You can also obtain credit counseling for help. If you are searching for ways to repair bad credit, it is useful to have diversified kinds of credit accounts. Your credit score is determined by a variety of credit that you have. The inquiry is noted every time your credit score is. Credit limit. If you have a poor credit rating, consider requesting that your bank reduce your credit limit. You do not want to lower your credit limit so that you run the risk of maxing out. Your current balance nearly maxes it out. Following the given advice will help tremendously in your credit building efforts. Being consistent in the process and honoring your obligations are the most important things to remember. It is time to put some time and effort into this project. Keep in mind that you will be rewarded. Thanks for watching this video. Check out our recommended credit repair system with the link in the description. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Not only does it help us make new content for you, but also tells YouTube to share this content with others. How to grow credit: steps to grow your credit score.